and I'm late. It's Saturday.
Yes, that's his American Johnson, and let's go back to his previous video. Free speech.
Cultivated identity.
Oh, stop with the orientation,
games.
YouTube. Never mind.
And this is where I'm smart.
He mocks the so-called smart respondents. Argument destructor.
Videos, and they're all exactly the same. They all make the exact same point.
He says all the review tech channels, basically back to my point, he thinks that all the review channels, including ReviewTechUSA, including the British Brit Tech 09, they're all when they reviewed this 1 month ago, they all talked about the same point about Verge being bad, bogus, and all that. And he's generalizing this a bit. You can see the caricature between this.
They all follow the same rigid formula. I just have to wonder why.
Rigid formula. You wondered why? In what way? You don't show us. I think you may be, but it's dragging me down.
What's the point? What's the real point?
What's the real point of you doing this video? I can't return this argument. What's the point of you doing a reaction video when your channel is talking about advertising anarchism to the United States and not to Europe? So what's your point, really? What's the point of you making this video, dude?
And this is where I'm going to get into some topics that my good comrade...
You're going to go into topics that you can't describe for yourself. Lol, let me see who's this comrade you're referring to.
Peter Coffin, great leftist YouTube.
Did I hear that? I'm going back again. Did I hear that?
My good comrade...
His greatest comrade.
Coffin.
His greatest comrade is Peter Coffin. Okay, I'll show you guys.
Great leftist YouTuber.
Okay, who's the so-called enlightening greatest leftist YouTuber on YouTube? I'll show you.
Probably familiar.
He's Peter Coffin, born in 20th July 1984. He's 34 years old now. He is a certified comedian. And let me tell you his Twitter feed. It's obnoxious Twitter text. You'll see for yourself. I read it. 10 hours ago he wrote, "Rooting my cultural appropriation tech in official culture, taking a spectacle derived definition of appropriation and applying it to the cultural product of social labor. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone, and I know, but let's see a real argument from the detractors. Thanks." And he did another one. Oh, okay, really? What does it even mean? What's the point of you doing a video to advertising for Peter Coffin? Shout out to Peter Coffin on YouTube. Why are you shouting out to Peter Coffin on YouTube, who is literally the guy who is prejudiced towards young people? He thinks that young people are disastrous human trash. That he thinks that women shouldn't breed like. She shouldn't have a family. No. Women in general should empower themselves and beat up men and not be part of a family, not have a family. What does that even mean? And his books is called Custom Morality EU, and it has nothing to do with what you're talking about right now. It has nothing to do with the Verge. So you're distracting yourself. You see what you did there? You're distracting yourself. Okay, I'll show you another tweet by Peter Coffin, and you'll see like what seriously this Californian guy is doing, like my Japanese California friend. TBH, people had to understand this was going to happen. This was going to happen, or at least should have, like we are still doing the marketplace of ideas pretty much everywhere. The capitalist fascists still understand how to subvert it. The fascists still know how to subvert it. What does it even mean? And what's the grammar? So why are you asking us to go check his channel? Oh, never mind. Oh, that's a message. Damn it. Shit, I can't cut it anymore. Damn it. Never mind. So, Peter Coffin is a comedian, and he should be treated like a comedian, not seriously.
That wonderful.
His formulaic presentation in no means or form are related to Verge.
Channel.
The topic. He talks about Star Wars Last Jedi like a lunatic from the lunatic backs Ryan Johnson. Yeah. He calls the so-called detractors. Peter Coffin supports Ruin Johnson. Ryan Johnson, Ruin Johnson.
Identity and validation games.
Consumer identity, cultivated identity. Validation games. But people, you need to understand free market capitalism is not the best system of all, but it makes things happen when the demands are not there. If people doesn't want to demand the content, they can't do it because they do not profit. Right? Ryan Johnson did not profit from the shitty Last Jedi movie. Actually, no. Lucas did not profit. Disney did not profit. Disney lost lots of stocks, sales, and investors.
Here. Community generated in fandom is often more of a validation game.
Community generated fandom is more like a validation game. Let me just put it into my viewers' heads. Validating a fan service. Validation. The whole community of YouTube is fan service. And quite frankly, yes and no. When it comes to anime weeaboos, it definitely is fan servicing. They like it, including Sony, what they are doing. But when it comes to small, alternative, decentralized channels like ReviewTech actually does better research than other video channels. Dude. Okay, sorry, I'm running out of time. I should just start with the video.
Then a fellowship of the commons.
Let me do a Sam High impression of what's that called? Peter Coffin. What the hell is this guy? This is like a coffin. I can talk like what I want because I'm a comedian. That's what comedians do. They educate at the same time entertain people. But Peter Coffin entertain people in a very dark humor, very lefty, sort of like obnoxious type of personality that is certainly going to get people triggered. Even the feminists will be triggered by Peter Coffin.
A lot of people feel as though a thing is made specifically
for them. Oh my gosh, you're describing SJWs.
To validate them. And then other people.
You need to validate them. That's what virtue signalers. SJWs are like you. Oh, wait. What, dude? Why did Peter Coffin have a background video of somebody playing Switch? Competitive players playing Switch. They like to play the Switch because they get money from it. But by the way, it's not capitalist. The real capitalists are the boss that exploit them. What are you talking about, Peter Coffin? Oh, sorry. Coffin, not Griffin. My mistake. I don't particularly love Miley Cyrus, but check out this thing that makes 400% sense. 400% sense. Oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack now. Oh my gosh. You reference Peter Coffin. Oh, by the way, ReviewTechUSA, the game journalist ReviewTechUSA is like Yongye that's based off the research and validated from Jason Schreier, who is the best journalist to date for video game content related blog posts, understanding of tech. But because they are review techs like Rossmann, from a Rossmann group who does MacBooks. So if you apply that to Apple, then Apple can just have monopolies over them. So Peter Griffin wants I keep on saying Griffin. Peter Coffin wants to have a monopoly over the over free speech. We have free speech. We can speak. It's our right to our opinion. Why not? You so-called you love to be communist Russia or fucking what's the area? Oh, Venezuela. Venezuela's Marxist, you douchebaggery. Peter Crawford. I'm talking about Peter Crawford, not about bad informed lefty, liberal lefty, anarcho-communist. Yeah, he claims not to be liberal, but he is anarcho-liberal.
Act with also believe this, whether competitive or not.
That is
Eventually results in a perceived ownership.
Perceived ownership of content. Yeah.
And given we're socialized to view things as hierarchies that we're to compete to get to the top of, a fandom-based community becomes a platform for competitive consumption.
Every single one of these videos, and you can go and watch them. You don't have to take my word for it.
You don't take my word for it. Yeah, but you asked us to go take a word for it previously before this clip. What are you doing, dude?
Just go ahead and go to YouTube and search for this topic, and you can watch them all, and you'll see that they all just kind of drone on.
Kind of drone on. Doesn't you do the same? Can you look at yourself self-inflating ego? I thought anarcho-communists don't have an ego as big as mine, because I'm tending to the anarcho-collectivist / anarcho-individualist type of anarchism.
On about how much better they are than this journalist at building computers.
There's no hierarchy in speech. Are you kidding me? Unless you're from feudal areas of the world, which is only 13% of the world are feudal.
And they call him an idiot. They call the team.
But they did something stupid. Are you serious? Are you defining physics? Are you defining the building mechanics of building a good computer? The motherboard especially have wires tangled in the motherboard. Okay, basically if the computer are left unattended, everyone says this, including me. If I left my computer wires tangled with the PSU power supply unit, which I think you don't know, even though you use a computer, you're going to have an electric shock, or you're going to seriously harm people, or set the whole home on high alert, basically break your short circuit, because quite frankly, Verge did not include a short-circuited application to it. He did not include a short-circuited application, dude. Really, it's not hard to know this. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll be sure to subscribe, comment.